Hey there guys, and welcome back to Factorio 0.17 Vanilla. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. And first off, I want to mention if I do sound different or quieter or something, I'm actually at my parents' place right now on a different computer. So it's like my spare computer I bring up here. So if things are different, that's why. Also, the acoustics are obviously different. So I did want to get this done though. So last time we got rocket fuel producing. This time I'd like to work on rocket control units. So these guys are pretty simple, processing units and speed modules. While they're simple, they're still very expensive. These processing units, we currently can't really even supply this, barely. So we're probably going to have a bit of an issue supplying this other stuff. But I'm going to add on to this anyway. Green circuits actually can't even get to this point, but I'm going to build this out anyway just so that when we do upgrade green circuits, this part will already be done. And we may get to the low density structures this episode. I'm not entirely sure. I'm saving those for last because I don't know. I had a huge headache doing this one for some reason, so I'm still kind of just putting it off. I'm procrastinating big time. Alright, so these go somewhere like this-ish. And then the pipes come over. So we don't really need this to be like bit of a voice crack there. We don't really need this to be like super fast because we haven't even researched the rocket yet. I don't believe. No, we still need this. We haven't even. Oh, that was almost done. So we're gonna have these parts like being made before we even get the rocket silo researched and built. So they'll have a bit of time to like kind of build up and stuff and get stocked up. And then these dudes just do this like that. Whoop. In fact, maybe instead of doing low densities this time after the rocket control units, maybe we should work on green circuit production because that seems to be seriously lacking. We are being attacked over here, but that's fine. We got a turret, laser turret even. Them dudes don't stand a chance. Okay, so again, I'm not really going to ratio it out, just like I didn't ratio out this whole setup over here. So that's done. I guess let's just start on this. It's 1,000. It's going to take a really long time. So I'm going to space this out a little bit. And this thing is super simple. Like I said, we only need one input belt and obviously just one output belt because it only requires 2 ingredients, so they both can fit on one belt. This, again, probably not going to be able to supply it. I'm building it this long anyway just because, and I guess to match that. I mean, they're very slow. The main concern, if we could supply them, I would actually almost want more than this, because, I mean, they take 30 seconds a piece. But I don't think we can even supply this amount, to be completely honest with you guys. But we'll see what we can do. I mean, it's only one of each thing. It's not too bad. And we don't even have speed modules set up yet, so that actually brings up the question of, should we be doing speed modules here and doing these over there? And I think the answer is going to be no, we'll do speed models here because then we can just send it directly in instead of like looping around some weird way. Yeah, this makes the most sense. I know I wasn't completely crazy. All right, boom, boom, boom. And since there's not a ton to talk about in terms of what's happening on the screen, let's follow these bots. Can outrun these dudes is so slow. Hold up, purple's actually rail again. Really? Oh, it's steel? Is this steel setup even running fully? It is. It's just so dang slow. And there's like hardly any even getting here. By the time it gets here, there's not much left. Although there's really just not much to begin with. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, well, anyway, what I was going to mention, since there's not a ton to talk about gameplay-wise at the moment, the reason these are coming out so far apart is, one, I've been super busy with Satisfactory and stuff, but also I laugh because this is something that I'm kind of subconsciously doing and just now realizing. So I'm going to tell you guys is I'm kind of putting off, like, I'm trying to slow the pace of this down because I know we're fairly close to finishing, and I didn't, like, this base is not something I intend to, I think we need any other materials here. This base is not something I intend to take to a mega base by any means. So it's going to end fairly soon. And I'm kind of trying to delay that because right now I actually have no other ideas for a Factorio series at the moment that sounds even remotely interesting. So I'm kind of like trying to buy time while I come up with some idea of what to do. It's a little bit of a problem. So yeah, trying to figure that out. I probably need power poles, didn't I? I do have 30. Surprisingly, I actually have enough. Now the real question is, are these actually going to line up in a spot where it's not going to be a problem? And they do. Absolutely fantastic. Shame they don't reach across, but that's okay. So we're going to set this guy up. This is going to be, again, so that's that. How are we going to get these over here? I mean, really, I guess we'll just split somewhere. What we're going to do is we're going to split this here. And that one is spaghetti much. It's fine. No one will notice. This doesn't leave room for this to expand, but that's okay. It's doing its job. It's doing what it needs to. It doesn't quite reach. If we do this, though, it does. Fantastic. Of course, it's on the wrong side. We could actually just send this upwards, because none of this is coming from the bus, so this can actually just go upwards. And then this thing is just going to merge right onto here. Boom. I put this other one facing this way first because, again, if I didn't, it would have made a corner and gone onto a side I did not want it on. So let's get this going. Let's get some speed modules. Luckily, speed module 1s don't require blue circuits. And we're going to just build these straight across again. So these take 30 seconds and need a speed module apiece. The speed modules themselves take 15 seconds, so it's basically a 1 to 2. So we have how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically, we need 5 speed module machines. If we're going off a base rate here, so let's just get that. We're going to drop these right across. Now, as if we didn't have green circuit problems before, this is going to absolutely obliterate our green circuits. Along with this, I mean, this is only making it like the second one. We need so many more green circuits, guys. Gonna be ridiculous. Okay, so red circuits are on the bus. There's not very many of them. And again, they're just slow, is what it looks like to me. They're all being eaten by science. Once we finish the rocket silo research, things will be in much better shape. So this thing, come over here and split. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm moving this because I actually want because the green circuits are lower on the bus, so it actually makes more sense in my mind to have the green circuits merge onto this side, I think. No. Damn it, I knew I forgot stuff at the mall. Shoot, okay. So you, sir, going to go here. Get that guy in there real quick. And I knew I screwed this up. Kind of one too many. Yikes. Yep, I see what I did wrong. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. I mean, we'll turn this on. I mean, why not? It'll do something. Not much of anything, but it will do something. With like 6 blue circuits it has. Okay. So if we come over here, let's see what's holding up our red circuits. Again, I think it's just that they're slow. They didn't look like they're out of anything. Red circuits are slow. It's just what they are. They're very slow producing products. If we look, every single one of these is running. And we're just using a lot of them also. Okay, doke. So I'm gonna run these down here. I'm gonna build another set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost like I planned this. I keep thinking these robots are biters. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get some more stuff. Splitters I'm okay on for now. So this, I'm not actually sure what I was doing with this. Like, I don't know how this was supposed to be getting copper. Because this was supposed to be, like, split, right? Right, yeah. Okay, well, this is as far as this can go anyway, so I guess we don't really need it to go any farther than this. But, and then what? Then I was doing this, I think? Shoot, shoot! Okay, so this guy, I think, was just... Okay, I see. I see what kind of wonkiness I had going on here. So that's grabbing. This guy's going down here. Luckily, I mean, these really don't take that many green circuits. Although, they are probably going to run out of green circuits here soon. Oh, can't reach, can't reach. Okay. Let's get this going. Oh. So that already has copper, obviously. I would have... I guess I could just drag, but one's going to be facing the wrong direction. It's always a debate. Is it faster to do this and then change it, or to do this and then rotate it and place another? And I think it just depends, like, what way you're used to. Like, which way you're going to be quickest with. Okay. Oh, yep. Stop it, game. Keep moving me along belts and stuff, screwing up my placement and everything. This needs a lot of power poles. Holy cow. Okay. Boink, boink, right there. Done, done, done. Fantastic. Okay, so... Okay, he's oh. Some export would actually be great, wouldn't it? What are the chances is actually going to be able to fit these inserters correctly? On all of these, I can, except the very last ones, so they're just going to be the odd ones out with the inserters the other direction. Or the other side, rather. I think I got all of these. Okay, let's see what we can do about these green circuits. This is a problem. The green circuit belt is about... Well, really, we almost need a second one. Because it's about 3/4 of the way full, even more so, when it leaves here. Which means we cannot really add too much more before this belt just gets saturated. The other problem is part of this isn't even working because of iron. Which... Something is wrong here. Because this should... Well, see, this is the problem with these splits, because what's happening... So does doing this make any difference? Yes. Okay, so this is actually needed in some cases. Because what was happening, if you watch this, is we're splitting here. So this is like combining both these lanes, basically evening them out. This one's splitting off this bottom one then, right? So it's basically pulling from 2 into 1, but then the problem is this next one is still pulling off the bottom one, and it hasn't been like re-merged with the top one yet. So we're basically pulling twice from the bottom one, and then having this just doesn't. So really, actually, what we can do is do this, and then you don't even need the one here, pretty much. But this should fix that problem, which should make this nearly a full belt, I believe. Now, unfortunately, I did not leave room for another set of these, so we may just have to deal with the low amount we have. I think I can add, like, I don't even know if one set of 2, that may just be too much for the belt. Too much for all of it, really. Alright. Oh, autosave, thank you. Yeah, copper's now an issue, of course. And again, I don't know why. I don't understand what's happening. Like, this doesn't make any sense in my mind. These are 2 entirely full belts. How is it that we're not getting a full belt off of this? Like, this just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're just splitting from the first one, then sure, because it's 50% of half, but we're combining, like, this should be filling in these gaps. And that still doesn't do anything. I don't understand why this is not working. Maybe I just don't understand how splitting works. That's one part of the game. That and circuits are, like, circuit network stuff, are the two things in the game that I'm still not 100% on. Well, circuits I'm not even like 10% on, but it's a whole different matter. I don't know why this, I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know what I screwed up. Because in my mind, it's like if you're pulling from 2 full belts, you should be getting 1 full belt out, correct? Okay, well, these were different. It's kind of frustrating to me that you actually can't put quick replace a different type of inserter over the top. I mean, I'm sure that's intentional, and I can see some reasons why they would do that, make it so you can't, but in most cases, I think it would be more useful than not to have it as an option. Right, okay, well, this is running. I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of copper again, because, you know, splitters. What we could do is make some fast splitters and then just force it down, basically. Shove it down the belt's throat with faster splitters. But that's going to give us pretty much an entirely full yellow belt. Now, the real question is, where's all this going? I mean, this isn't even on. Okay, yeah, this is a almost 100% full belt. It comes over. Like, okay, so a little bit's going here. A little bit's going here. I guess, like, the majority of it is actually going to red circuits. And then some is going to productivity modules. A little bit's making it down here, and that's about it. So by the time it gets down here, there's not hardly any. Is basically what's happening. If we watch this, I mean, red circuits are good. They're cranking. We got everything running. I mean, they're going 100%. So this should force some more down there. I mean, that was 4 more assemblers we added. This is out of copper again, so... Oh, also we're out of power, which is probably part of the problem. Yeah, being out of power is not the best thing in the world, for sure. Damn it. All right, let's see if this does anything. Yeah, there you go. Oh wait, no, that still doesn't help. What if we did? Maybe this helps. No, it doesn't. I'm so confused. I don't know. I don't get it. What's happening, game? Okay, so that's like half a belt, right? But I feel like I'm definitely doing something wrong. I mean, that gave a little more-ish, I think? I don't know. I don't understand. Okay, let's head up to power here. That would definitely be causing an issue. Oh, well, we're okay now, but we weren't for a minute, which means we're basically not. All right. I have 9. I should make 1 more of these. Oh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I knew I wasn't quite out yet. Not gonna have enough burner inserters, I know it. Yep. Aha, I will. And luckily, coal should not be an issue. Okay, so now we just do something like that, and our power is much better, theoretically. I mean, adding 10 more steam engines, that's, what, 9 more megawatts we have to work with? I mean, it's still like 3/4 max, but I don't think we should be pushing over the threshold. Once we put down the rocket silo, we might, because that thing actually takes a ton of power. But I think it's okay for now. Steel needs to be expanded still. That's something I can do off camera. How are we doing on... Salt fuel's good. That's good. Lube's good. This stuff, man, we probably got so much rocket fuel right now. Probably have enough rocket fuel for like 4 rockets. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. We have 200, 100, 200, 300-ish. Okay, maybe not. We have enough for like 1. Never mind. But hey, it's pretty much done. Green circuits are a little better. You can see even after red circuits, they are a bit more full on the belt than they were. Of course, still by the time it gets down here, there's really not very much. It's only making it to like the first 1, which is kind of messing us up a lot. In fact, I mean, there's a few of these. This is going to take a while. I'm going to have to figure something out. I may have to, like... I don't know. This is still... I don't understand. I don't understand why this isn't giving me a full belt. But... I mean, I can kind of understand here, but, like, this is 2 entirely full belts coming in. What we may need to do is upgrade all this to red belt so we can get a red belt out. Because I put another belt, but we didn't leave room for another setup. Because I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I should have been. And then we would have to red belt the copper, at least up to this point, which wouldn't be too bad. I could just set up some red belt production off camera and get that moving. These have made like none. So I'll think about that. I'll see what we can do. The steel, of course, these are being held up too. We just need to do a lot of resource fixing, which I will save for streams probably. But I believe that's going to do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. We are almost 3/4 of the way through the rocket silo research. I just saw another tick go up there. And we built 2 out of the 3 components for rockets, and we're getting pretty close. Just need to fix some resource shortages. Anyway, thanks again. Leave any thoughts, questions below, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.